We're good to go. So if you want to listen to music, I think the playlist I sent through is Virtual Movement. It's a very gentle, calming playlist. So now's the time to push play. And then to begin, come to the front of your mat. We're going to start in a forward fold, but bring your feet slightly wider than your hips. Bend your knees a lot. And let your belly rest on your thighs. During lockdown, we spend so much time sitting, maybe even lying down. Sometimes it's nice to just change the way we start a practice. Let your neck be long, your eyes closed. Ground equally through all four corners of both feet here. Activating Padabandha, the energetic lock in the dome of your foot. Let your head be heavy and your spine long. Feel the expansion through your shoulders here. Feel your belly pressing into your thighs. And if you have an intention for this morning's class, please breathe that into your heart space now. And if you don't have an intention, I offer you the intention of expansiveness, of creating space within both the body and the mind. Take one more breath here. And exhale completely. Start to bring some movement into your body, bending one knee, straightening out the opposite leg. And at the same time, gently sway your chest from left to right. So when the right leg straightens, we're looking up underneath right armpit. And move in your own time what feels good for your body this morning. And start to activate Ujjayi breath if that's in your practice. That long, expansive, oceanic breathing sound. And if Ujjayi doesn't feel like it suits you this morning, stick to your own breath, to what works for your body. In today's practice, instead of focusing on the perfect looking shape, can you focus on the perfect feeling shape? And once you've done equal amounts to both sides, come back to stillness. Release your hands. Ground into your feet, bend your knees, and on the inhale, roll up the spine, stacking each vertebra one at a time. And when you get all the way to the top, it's a nice big shoulder loop, up, back, and down. Inhale, reach your arms out wide. Bring the palms to touch above the head. Interlace all 10 fingers, palms face up, and push the sky away from you. Feel this lengthening through the side body. And if your shoulders start to creep up to your ears, can you lower the inner arms down? Shoulders and ears are practicing some social distancing here. Take one more breath. Exhale, send your hips to the left, your hands to the right. Open through the left side of your body. Stretching out that fascial fuzz that's built up overnight. Inhale, come back through center. And on the exhale, hips to the right, hands to the left. See if it feels good to straighten the arms, maybe bend the elbows. Play with the shapes within your body. Discover what feels best for you. And on the next inhale, reach your arms back up, lengthen. Exhale, release the arms, bend the knees. and fold forward. Find your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Tuck your chin. Complete the pose, forehead to shins. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, forward facing, forward fold, hands to shins. Lengthen your spine forward. Get space. And then when you're ready, fold. Bend your knees a lot. Roll up your spine once again, stacking each vertebra one at a time. And it's a nice big shoulder loop up, back, and down. Reach your arms up wide. Gather the energy around you. Bring your palms to touch above your head. This time, find the opposite interlace of the fingers. So it'll be that uncomfortable interlace. Palms face up. Exhale to the left. Breathe, lengthen space. We're searching for the expansiveness to the right side of the body. Feel the opening through your ribs, your armpits. Inhale, come back through center, lengthen. And exhale over to the right, opening through the left side. Maybe you send your hips over to the side. One more time. Inhale, come back through center. This time introducing a back bend. Maybe your knees are bent. Send your tailbone forward. Cactus out the arms. Can you lift your heart to the sky? Getting this beautiful lengthening of front line. For some of us, we're going to keep our chins tucked. For others, we're going to extend through the throat. One more breath here. Reach your arms up, find your high mountain pose. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Maybe your knees are bent, maybe that feels good. For some of you, your legs are straight, that's going to feel better. Ardha Uttanasana, extend forward, forward facing, forward fold. Place your hands, step your right foot back. Find a low lunge shape, so scissor those hips together. For some of us, this left, that's a right. The right knee is going to be bent. For others, we're going to extend that right heel back. Keep the belly of the thighs and spread through your collarbones. One more breath here. And on your next breath, move into a pyramid pose. So it's still that scissoring action of the hips. We're lengthening through the back of the left leg. If the right heel's lifted, that is perfect. If you're one of those who are quite flexible, maybe you're working towards getting that heel down. Keep this cobra shape in your spine. So lift the chest. Breathe. And on the exhale, maybe you start to hinge at the hips, but you're still activating this cobra shape. Leading with the heart. On the next breath, bend your left knee. Find your low lunge or your low crescent lunge. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. My right hand rotates out 45 degrees. My left foot rotates out 45 degrees. And I'm in a side cobra. My left hand reaches back towards my right heel. Bring that right shoulder a little bit away from the ear. Inhale, pulse, supported side plank. Left hand reaches forward. Press the left foot into the mat, get the hips to lift. Feel that beautiful lengthening through the left side of the ribs. And exhale, lower it down, side cobra. My right hip almost touches the mat. Prepare, we're going to lift up to runner's lunge. So I'm going to extend my left arm forward through supported side plank. Left hand to the inside of my left foot. Supported runner's lunge. Take a full breath here. Straighten out, wide-legged pyramid pose. There's still that scissoring action in the hips. Bend the knees, supported runge. Press your hands into the mat, push up through the shoulders. And on the inhale, it's a three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to nose. Touch, press up through the shoulders, engage those core muscles. Hold. Step the left foot between the hands. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. Take your weight in your feet, and on the inhale, it's a high crescent lunge. Reach the arms up to the sky. And play with your legs. For some of us, maybe the knees bent and the heel's above the ball of the foot. And that feels good. And we're going to stay there. For others, we're going to extend that right heel back. Feel how that feels. Can you get length through the side body? Reach those arms up. And maybe we stay here. Maybe we experiment with peeling the ears back. Nice full breath in. Exhale. Interlace all 10 fingers to the back of the head. Bring the elbows forward, peel through the chest. I should say lift through the chest, peel the ears back. Breathe. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hands to prayer, bring your weight into your left foot. Heart moves forward, right foot floats. Warrior 3 with hands to prayer. Rotate that right outer hip down towards the earth. Feel the expansion through that right leg. Exhale, release your hands. Find your standing split. Start to peel those right toes. And for some of us, it's here, and that's perfect. For others, that right foot lifts all the way up to the sky. Keep your hips closed. Connection to midline. Inhale, right foot meets left. Extend your spine forward. And exhale, fold. For some of us, we're going to slide the hands down the back of the calves. Complete the pose, tuck chin, forehead to shin. Inhale, Utkatasana, awkward chair pose. Ground into your heels. Side tuck of the tailbone. There's a slight gap between the knees, so the muscles around the knee joints are really working here. They're supporting those knees. Exhale, sink it down. Can you straighten your spine? So even if you're not all the way down, it's not about how low you can go. It's about this lengthening, this expansiveness through the upper body. And exhale, hands to prayer, straighten your legs. Inhale, reach your arms up, high mountain. Interlace all 10 fingers, palms face up. Exhale, half moon to the right. On your in-breath, return through center. And then a half moon to the left. Get that length through the right side. On your inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend the knees, cactus out the arms, really open the chest, lift the heart. Reach it up, high mountain. And then hinge at the hips as though you're swan diving forward. Find your forward fold. Complete the pose, tuck the chin. Inhale, extend your spine forward. Ardha Uttanasana, forward facing, forward fold. Exhale, place your hands. Step your left foot back. Find your runner's lunge. Sorry, your low crescent lunge. Scissor those hips together, breathe. Ground firmly through the four corners of your right foot and the ball of your left foot. Notice where you're feeling the shape in your body. Can you take your breath there? Can you create space? And on the next exhale, straighten out your right leg. Find your pyramid pose. Once again, focus on the Cobra shape of the spine. Really looking at lengthening through the spine here. Breathe. Lift the corners of your mouth. It's not that bad, it's just a yoga pose. Even for you, PK, you're just feeling your hamstrings and your heart open. Inhale, pulse it forward. Find your low crescent lunge. Place your left hand on the mat. Rotate your right toes out 45 degrees. Lower your hips and release your right arm back towards your left heel. Side cobra. Inhale, expand or extend that right arm forward, supported side plank. Feel this beautiful amount of space. Lift those right ribs up. Those are ribs, not ribs. Lift those right ribs up to the sky. Breathe. Lengthen, maybe even get attacked by a plant. And exhale, side cobra. One more time, we're going to open it up to a runner's lunge. Lift, reach, right hand inside right foot. Runner's lunge. Lift the chest, feel that opening through the hips. Exhale, wide-legged pyramid pose. If you want more, you can flex the foot. Find that scissoring action of the hips. The extension of the spine. Lift the corners of your mouth. Inhale, pulse it forward. Runner's lunge. Hasta bandha through the four corners of both hands. So that means the four knuckles are pressing down, the dome in the hand lifts. And inhale, float your right foot, three-legged dog. For some of us, this knee is going to be bent and we're on the ball of your foot. Others, the heels flat. Find your shape. Push the hands into the mat. Rotate your outer armpits down. Feel the shape. The expansiveness of the shape. And on your next exhale, bring your right knee to your nose. Push up through your shoulders, engage your core. I know it's strong, stay with me. And step the right foot between the hands. Inhale, lift up for a high crescent lunge. Decide what feels best in your body, with that knee bent or the leg straight. Find your shape. And when you're ready, the opposite interlace of the fingers behind the back of the head. Peel the ears back, elbows towards one another, so you're really spreading through your shoulders here. Gaze in wonder to the sky above. Take one more breath here. I know it's strong in those legs. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze forward. Exhale, bring your hands through your heart. Weight moves into the right leg as we pulse the chest forward. I'm going to move out the way so I don't hit my head. And the left leg will naturally float. Warrior 3 with hands in prayer. Once again, it's a cobra shape in the spine. Can you lift the chest? Can you lift that left heel even higher? Feel that right leg work. I know it's strong. And on the exhale, release your hands. Find your standing splits. And maybe the one side isn't as high or as strong as the other one, and that's perfect. Let it be. Can you allow your body to be exactly as it is today? Feel into the shape. Breathe. For some of you, you're going to have that right knee slightly bent. Others are going to start to straighten it up. And on the exhale, the feet meet. Forward, fold. Inhale, come up for your Utkatasana, your awkward chair. And exhale, sink it down. Tuck your tailbone, lengthen through your spine. Breathe here. And the next exhale, straighten out your legs. Release your hands. Feet together. Release your big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Let's go. Take a full breath in, reach it up. Interlace all 10 fingers. And exhale over to the left. Find your half moon shape. Inhale through center. And off to your right. Breathe. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Ground through all 4 corners of your left foot. Right knee to chest, find your standing wind removing pose. Feel the power of that left leg, the groundedness of the 4 corners of that left foot. On the exhale, release your hands. Squeeze your right heel towards your right glute. Hamstring strength. Breathe. Bend left knee, chest forward. Extend your right foot back. Now rotate your right toes out 45 degrees. Bend your left knee even more, ground your right foot. Have a look that your feet are on separate tracks. Level off your hips, so right hip moves forward. We're setting up for warrior 1. I understand that not all of us are as flexible as me. If you need, that right heel lifts slightly. My left knee is directly aligned to my second toe on my left foot. And on the inhale, reach your arms up, find your warrior 1. Notice if you're collapsing here in this part of the core, can you tilt your lower ribs back towards your spine? Breathe. To complete the pose, the palms squeeze together, gaze towards the thumb. If this does not feel good for you, don't do it. We're looking to create space. We're focusing today on the feeling of the shape rather than the look of it. And on your next breath out, heart forward, interlace all 10 fingers behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Can you bow your head to your heart? Can you bow the ego to that ancient wisdom within? Left shoulder presses to the inside of the left thigh. Feel into that point that feels good for your body today. And then take one more round of breath here. On your next breath in, round up, warrior 1. Straighten out your left leg. So once again, scissor the hips together. Bring your hands to prayer. We're going to work into those shoulders a little bit. Reverse Namaskar. So for some of us, I'm going to show you from the back. Tight shoulders. We're just going to hold on to our elbows. This is going to be enough. If you want a little bit more, it's fist to fist. And if you want quite a lot more, reverse Namaskar. Make sure the heels of your hands press into one another, and you'll see how that really opens through your collarbones. Often when we deal with emotional stuff, we round, we close, we cross our arms over our chest. This is asking me to be brave. It's asking me to open my heart to the world around me. Take a nice full breath in. Exhale, start to hinge at the hips and fold forward. Stop when your torso is parallel to the mat. For some of us, this is a good place to be. Feel the power in the legs, ground equally through both legs. And for others, maybe you start to hinge forward. Feel your thoracic spine opening around the outside blades of your hands. Lengthen, scissor those hips and breathe. Take one more, I know it's strong. Stay with me here, you've got this. Slowly on the next in-breath, up you come. Ground into your left foot, right knee to chest. Exhale, keep your hands as they are, right heel to bum. Warrior 3, hands to reverse, Namaskar. Breathe. Hold it here for one more breath. Lower your right ball of the foot to the mat. You're in a high crescent lunge. Lift the chest. Peel the ears back. Lengthen. Breathe expansiveness through the front line. Exhale, lower your right knee down. Release your hands, Anjayasana on the in. Exhale, sink. Interlace all 10 fingers to the back of the head. Find that delicious back bend. Opening through your thoracic. Feel it lengthening through your right front hip flexor. Release your arms up. Right hand to the mat. Rotate your left toes out 45 degrees for your side cobra. Inhale, reach that left hand forward, supported side plank. Exhale, left hand to the inside of the left foot. Runner's lunge. Pulse it back, wide-legged hermit pose. Inhale, come forward, find your runners. Press into your hands, step your left foot back. 3-legged dog. Maybe your knees, your heels lifted. Exhale, left knee to nose, round. Square off your shoulders, but stack your hips. So you're really getting this beautiful lengthening through the left side of the body. Squeeze that left heel to the right glute. Exhale, left knee to nose. Step it through. Right foot meets left. Ardha Uttanasana. Fold. Tuck your chin. Complete the pose. Inhale, awkward chair, Utkatasana. Sink down, reach your arms up. Breathe. Straighten out the legs, hands to prayer, left knee into the chest. Standing, wind removing pose. Exhale, release. Left heel to bum. Squeeze in, heel to bum, heart forward. Maybe there's a bend in this right knee. Breathe. Extend that left foot back. Rotate toes out 45 degrees. Ground the left foot to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Make sure your right knee is aligned to your second toe. Your left hip's pulling forward, right hip's pulling back. If you need, lift that left heel slightly. Reach your arms up, find your warrior one. Maybe your hands are shoulder width apart, especially if you've got tight shoulders. Maybe you're squeezing your palms together. Keep breathing. Find length through the side body. And on the next exhale, heart forward. Find the opposite, the uncomfortable interlace of the fingers. Inhale, pulse the chest. And exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Find your shape today. Let the head melt towards the mat. And if you're up here, this is perfect too. Let your body tell you where it wants to be. So often we want to please the yoga instructor. We want to keep up with the really advanced person next to us. Practicing at home gives us a bit of a break from that. We really have the ability to allow ourselves to soften into ourselves. Take one more breath here. Inhale, up you come, warrior one. Straighten out your right leg. Now on the exhale, release your arms. Find your shape. So it's either palm to elbow bind. Squeeze the knuckles together. Or hands to reverse prayer. Can you get the heels of the hands to really touch? Which means the back of that thumb knuckle. Can you press it in? And you'll notice how the thoracic spine peels around the outside blades of those hands. Lift the chest on the in. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Stop when your torso is parallel to the mat. Give yourself a moment here, lengthen. And exhale, fold. And yes, with the hands not supporting the legs, this becomes a whole different pose. Those of you with shorter hamstrings that do a lot of running or high intensity training, you're really going to feel the shape. Breathe into the discomfort. Ground your feet into the mat. So we're working so much on building strength in our hips. Keep that cobra shape in your spine. Stay with me, there's only 2 more breaths here. And on the next breath in, start to peel yourself up, bend that knee. Weight into your right foot, left knee to chest. And exhale, find your warrior 3 shape. Your hands in reverse Namaskar. Full breath here. Step it back, from high crescent, lower your left knee to the mat. Peel the ears back, open through the front line, stretch out that left hip flexor. Inhale, up you come. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, it's the left hand to the mat. Oops, hopefully a lot more elegantly than me. Rotate your right toes out 45 degrees. My heel aligns to my hip. Side cobra. Inhale, extend right arm forward, supported side plank. Exhale, right hand to the inside of the right foot. Find your runner's lunge. Straighten out that right leg. Release that right glute slightly. Inhale your runners. Press your hands into the mat, push up to your shoulders. Raise your right foot. Now square off your shoulders to the mat. Bring your right heel to your left glute. Feel this moment of expansiveness through the right side of the body. From your right knee, quad, lower waist, your ribs, even your armpit. And exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Step the right foot between the hands. High crescent on the in. Hands to prayer, bring your right weight into right foot, left knee to chest. Release. High mountain on the in. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Find your forward fold. Find your shape here. Give the back of the legs a little bit of a stretch, those glutes. Maybe wiggle from left to right. Tuck your chin. Inhale, extend it forward. One round of Surya Namaskar A. Sun Salutation A. Place your hands, bend your knees, your journey. Walk, step, or float back for Chaturanga Dandasana or low plank. Find your upward facing dog on the in. Tuck your chin, moving like a wave. Float your hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. Maybe for some of us, our knees are going to be bent and our heels lifted. For others of us, the heels are going to ground into the mat. Breathe here. Feel into your shape this morning. So downward facing dog kind of breathes space into all areas of our body. Feel the hands pressing into the mat, the lengthening of the arms. Rotation of the outer armpits towards the earth gives us space through our collarbone. Slight tuck of the tailbone, there's a lengthening through the spine. Regardless of if your knees are bent or straight, you're feeling a bit of a opening at the back of your legs. Nice deep breath here. Exhale, bend your knees, child's pose. So decide what works best for you. Arms forward, lengthening through side body, or wrapping your arms around your legs, closing off completely, bringing your awareness to your internal landscape. We're only here for 3 rounds of breath. Find your shape. Soften into it. Preparing yourself to move. If your hands are back behind you, extend your arms forward. Tuck your toes and find your downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, or float your feet between your hands. Forward facing on the in. Fold on the X. Root to rise, high mountain pose. Interlace all 10 fingers, palms face up on the uncomfortable body. To the right. Inhale through center. To the left. Find your center on the in. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Step your right foot out to a schwart of a horse. So your feet are a leg's distance apart. My knees are directly above my heels and my toes are out at about 45 degrees. I don't mind if your horse looks like this today, just as long as it's not that. So find what feels comfortable for you and then bring your hands to prayer. And for some of you, moving directly into stillness works, and for others, maybe a gentle sway in the hips. And bring your hands to prayer in the heart. Rotate the right thumb towards your chest. And on the exhale, press your hands forward. Round through your spine, tilt the pubic bone forward. Really round. Keep your knees bent. Inhale, bring your arms up. Maybe start to peel them back a bit. Open through the chest. Tailbone tilts back, we're stretching our front line of the body. And then bring your hands back to pray. Straighten out the legs, toes in, heels out. Fold forward. With the heart below the hips, we're slowing the heart rate down. For some of you, the knees might be incredibly bent, and that is perfect. For others, the legs might be straight, forearms to the mat. That's perfect. Find your shape. Soften into it. Then on the inhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Exhale, walk yourself over to your right leg. Left hand finds the outside of the right ankle, right hand behind the right calf. Maybe this is enough for you. For those of you who want more, reach that left arm up. Get this beautiful twisting through the spine. One more round of breath here. And exhale, release back through center. To the left, right hand to the outside of the left ankle. Reach your left arm up, or keep the hand at the back of the leg. Find your shape. What does your body want this morning? I promise you, other than possibly your kids, your pets, and your partner, no one's there here to even see you. Take one more round of breath. Exhale, release, fold through center. Hands underneath your shoulders, lengthen. Skandasana to your left, to your right, sorry. So you're going to bend your right knee, straighten your left leg. For some of you, you're going to extend through your arms. Find expansiveness in your shape. Skandasana to the left. Find your shape. And maybe you're not as low as me. Maybe today you're here and this is perfect. And you're going to extend through your arms. Inhale, come back through center. Heels in, toes out. Find your horse. This time it's the left thumb to the chest. Reach your arms up. Lengthen. Exhale. Keep your body, your lower body as it is. Find the half moon in your spine to your left. Breathe space to the right side of the body. Keep that tailbone tucked. Inhale through center. Exhale over to your right. See if you can bring that left armpit back. Getting expansiveness through your left ribs. Feel your quads burn. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold, toes in, heels out. Bring your gaze forward, walk your hands forward as though you're in a very wide-legged downward facing dog. Soften your heart to the mat. Feel this lengthening through front line. It's a beautiful stretch through the side leg. One more round of breath. And exhale, Skandasana to the left. Skandasana to the right. Inhale, come back through center. Find your Shwat, the last one for today, I promise. Bend those knees. Maybe your body really wants a little bit of a sway from left to right to release those inner groins. Place your hands on your thighs. Be mindful it's there, not on your knees. It's fingers down. Inhale, lengthen. Straighten your right arm. Bring your right shoulder to your left knee. Twist. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, left elbow, left shoulder, that's a shoulder, right knee. Find your twist. Creating space in the body rather than focusing on compression. Last round, inhale through center. To the left. Through center on the in, some of you are going to bend your knees even more. To the right. Inhale, come back through center. Bend your knees. Straighten your legs, reach. Flying warrior. Step to the front of your mat. Round of Surya Namaskar A. Release your arms. Reach it up. High mountain pose. Touch the sky. Find length through the full body. Exhale, hinge at the hips. fold forward, almost as though you're jackknifing your body in half. Tuck your chin, complete your pose. Inhale, extend forward. Lengthen. Place your hands, bend your knees, walk, step or float, high to low plank. Find your upward facing dog on the in. Tuck your chin, float hips up and back. Downward facing dog on the in. Get length through the body. Nice full breath here. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, walk, step or float. Bring yourself through to a seat. So I'm going to turn and face you now. And we're going to go to a Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. So I'm going to extend my right leg out, left foot to the inside of my right thigh. And before I go anywhere, I'm going to lengthen my spine. Sorry, your right foot, my left. I'm going to lengthen my spine. I'm going to twist over my left leg. Breathe. I'm going to close my window so you guys don't lose me in the sunlight. Twist. One more. Keep that right foot flexed. And on the exhale, I'm going to bring my gaze back. Really important to take care of our lumbar spines. So Parisvrita Janu Shirshasana, revolve head to knee pose. I'm going to bring my left elbow to the inside of my left thigh. For some of you, that's my right. My right elbow to the inside of my right thigh. For some of you, your right hand's going to be on your left thigh. And we're going to reach across. For others, you might want to bring your right hand underneath your right calf and reach across. Maybe you take the bind of the foot. The full pose is my right shoulder is on the inside of my right thigh. I stack and the side of my head rests on my shin. Find your shape today. Once again, focusing on what feels good in your body as opposed to what looks good. Focusing on the expansiveness. Creating space rather than compressing. And at the end of that next round of breath, bring that left shoulder forward. Inhale up you can. Extend your left leg to the side. Right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Let's start with a twist. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale, twist over to your right. So we're wanting mostly to twist throughout the right. Keep that left foot flexed. Look over your right shoulder. To come out of it, it's gaze forward. Body follows. Left elbow, inside left thigh. For some of us, this is going to be enough. So we're going to reach. And this is perfect. For others, you're going to bring the left hand underneath the left calf, and then you're going to reach. And that's perfect. For others, still, you can lower the left shoulder inside the left thigh. Bind. Rest your head on your shin and twist. As long as the shoulders are stacking. As long as I'm getting this length to the right side of my ribs. Find your shape. Once you've found it, can you soften into it? No one's watching you. I promise no one's taking photos for Instagram. Maybe some of you are. But the point here is mostly to get the space in the body. How can we feel our absolute best in our bodies? How can we turn our bodies into a place of blissfulness? And on the next breath out, release that right shoulder forward. Inhale, come back through center. Extend that right heel out. So you'll notice your spine does this. It helps sometimes to walk your glutes, your bum muscles out, or to sit on a block. So PK, you can grab all your books that you showed us. Take a nice breath in here, lengthen. And exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold. And for some of us, this is enough. Actually, for some of us, this is enough, and this is perfect. I want to rotate my inner thighs back. Maybe I'm holding here. For others, maybe you support your head with your hands, and you look forward and you smile. For others, maybe you take a yogi toe lock to your big toes, bow your forehead to your mat. And is there anyone that wants to go further? Okay, I see one person nodding there. I'm not sure if you're nodding at me or if you're talking to a friend. But anyway, if you want to go further, lift your knees, tortoise. I walk one arm in, then I walk my other elbow underneath my knee, and I fold forward. That one sometimes feels a bit intense in my elbows. Quite frankly, I prefer this one. And then we breathe, we keep our feet flexed. Soften into the body, creating space in those hips. And then the next breath in, up we come. Roll onto our backs. So, I can't see you. I usually play a game where I add seconds if you lift your feet. I can't see you guys. So, keep those feet pressing down. Round. Activate your core for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You're halfway here. 4, 3. Feel the core burn. 2, 1.5. 1. All the way down. Bring your right knee to your chest. Extend the left leg forward. Breathe here. Maybe this is enough. Straighten out your right leg. And if this feels too intense, bend that left knee. That's more your level 1. Maybe you start to walk your hands back. Some of us will hold onto our calves. Others will even be able to bind on their heel. Elbows out. Everybody, wherever you are, can you lift your chest? Shoulders off the mat. Excuse me. If you want more, float that left foot. Breathe. And now keep your body exactly as it is. Reach your arms forward. Lift your chest. For 5. Lift up higher. 4. Keep those legs active. 3. Your inner thighs rotate back and down. Connect to midline. 2. 1. Release. Right knee into chest. Left knee joins. Feel the difference between your hips. Extend the right foot forward. Wind removing pose to the left. Now start to straighten out your left leg. Maybe you're here. This is absolutely perfect. Maybe your leg straightens. For some of us, we're going to walk our hands to the back of our calf. Maybe even interlace those fingers. Find your shape. And on the next exhale, lift your forehead to your shins. Breathe, lift those shoulders. And let's add on. Reach those arms forward. Maybe you float that left foot. Rotate inner thighs inwards as though you're holding a pane of glass between your legs. You do not want to drop that. That's 7 years bad luck. We've just had 33 days of it. Let's not have another 7 years. Lift the chest for 5. Feel the core magnetize down to the spine. 4. Your lumbar spine is pressing into the mat. 3, 2, 1.5. Lift up higher. 1.25. 1. Release. Left knee to chest. Right knee joins left. Slide your hands back towards your heels. Place your feet hip width apart. A Yogi Bridge. My heels are right behind my glutes. Then I walk my shoulder blades together. Now think of pressing your knees forward to come into your bridge. So you're really using your hip flexors to lift the hips. Maybe you interlace all 10 fingers behind you. Press the 4 corners of both feet into the mat, lifting your chest to your chin. Bridges, you're going to stay as you are. If you want more of a heart opener, wheels, you're going to bring your hands to the sky. Keep this 90-degree angle in your elbows. Place your hands next to your ears. Don't let the elbows flare out to the side. You want to keep the strength in the shoulders. From here, you're going to push the hands, crown of the head to the mat. Make any final adjustments. And when you're ready, press the ground away from you. Full wheel. Opening through the whole front line of the body. Maybe you bring your gaze towards the feet. Start to straighten out those legs. And when you're ready, wheels, bend your elbows, tuck your chin. Gently land on your shoulders. We're all meeting in bridge. Roll down your spine one vertebra at a time. Arms to a capital T shape. Bring your feet the width of your mat, knees touch. And on the exhale, knees to the right. And gaze over to your left shoulder. If you want more, right foot to the top of the left knee. Breathe. Notice your heartbeat. Inhale, gaze to the sky. Release the right foot. Knees through center. Exhale, knees to the left. Gaze to the right. Maybe you take left foot on top of right knee. You breathe here. And you truly allow yourself to release. To soften. Inhale, gaze through center. Release the feet. And decide you want to take a Supta Baddha Konasana, a supine butterfly with the soles of the feet touch. Knees flare out to the side. You want to take full Shavasana. Find your shape. Take a nice deep breath in. And a big sigh out. And it's so easy for many of us to feel distracted at this point. To jump up, grab our mats, go have breakfast or coffee, get on with our days. But this is what we worked towards. All the asanas or the postures, opening up the body. Excuse me. So that we can rest in our Shavasana, in our corpse pose. In times like this, we need to continue doing the work. Moving towards being able to drop into our parasympathetic nervous system, that of rest and digest. To try and reduce the effects of our experience of this trauma, of this, this prolonged traumatic experience. To reduce our stress levels, insomnia. You spend 5 more breaths here in your body. For some of us, that idea of moving inward isn't that comfortable. In which case, I invite you to focus on 3 sounds you hear. Two smells. And 1 taste. On your next breath, if you're staying here, please do. Otherwise, bring some movements into your fingers and your toes. Roll your eyes and your eye sockets. Inhale, reach your arms back behind you, point your toes. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug, a moment share of self-love. And when you're ready, make your own way up to a comfortable seat. Bring your palms face up on your thighs. And please bring into your mind's eye 3 things you are grateful for this morning. And then let's bring the right hand onto the heart, left hand onto the heart. Bring those things into your heart space. Bow the knowledge of the mind to the wisdom of the heart. I thank you for joining me this morning, for joining this virtual online classroom of My Utopia, for being part of the My Utopia family. May you all have a beautiful day going forward. Namaste.